guys, Fly Girl VSG coming into you with my week 31 post-op VSG update. Again, I'm sorry that this is shaky. I'm holding it. I'm super late coming in with my video today. So, I had surgery December 5th, 2013 with Dr. Jay Jan at Legacy Good Samaritan Hospital. I started the 2-week pre-op diet at 301.2. I weighed in day of surgery at 291.8. I weighed in last week at 215. I weighed in this week at 213.8. So a loss this week of 1.2 pounds for a total loss of 87.4. So, I'm still up from week 28, where my lowest so far has been 212.6. So I'm about a pound, 1.2 pounds away from that. I'm actually surprised I lost this week. I really didn't give a shit on vacation. Sorry, there's kids playing in my driveway and being brats, per usual. Yeah, I didn't really eat badly on vacation. I did eat some cake, which I blame Chris Waffle and Sarah Spoon because it's their recipe and it's so good. I'm so addicted to it. Anyway, but I drank a lot on vacation. I knew I was going to. It was vacation. I had so much fun. Drinking. My sleeve has been a little tight, so I couldn't eat a lot, which is fine. But I was surprised I lost just from that. I'm also still feeling really bloated, from getting off the hydrochlorothiazide, so I definitely don't feel like the water I'm drinking is being expelled as much as it was before, because I'm not taking a diuretic. So I'm just, letting things even out. I've been having a hard time. I've been anxious. I've been a little borderline depressed. I don't know if depressed is the word. Not as serious as that, I suppose, but just a little blue. Vacation was good, but, as soon as I got home, I just feel really stressed out. And things aren't really that stressful. I feel really stressed about my relationship. I feel... nothing has changed, by the way. So, it's just my state of mind is different. I'm finding problems. I'm nitpicking about stuff in my head. I'm finding reasons to be unhappy. And some of that could be hormonal. I've been going crazy on my period. It's been 2 or 3 weeks a month. Or spotting or something, so I know hormones are going crazy. But I'm going to be super honest with you. I've been on antidepressants since I was 20 maybe, and I am weaning off. And I've been weaning off for about 5 or 6 weeks, so it's been slow, and I have another 9 weeks left. But I'm right in the middle of the dose I was at and the zero, so that could be maybe playing something into it as well. I saw my naturopath today, and she wants me to go back up to that 3/4 dosage, which doesn't make me excited, but it's all about slow and steady. If that's going to help my mood, then that's fine. And I may be one of those people that has to be on antidepressants forever. It's a really low dose, so it's not like I'm numbed out. I've been high dosed before, and that didn't work out in my life very well. I was a really different person. A total hermit, in fact, if you can imagine that. Anyway, so, it may be that it doesn't work out, that I can't stay off of it. I never really thought that I needed the antidepressants in the first place. My doctor, when I was 20, asked me what was going on in my life. I went in because I wasn't sleeping, and this is what they gave me. And it kind of fucked me, in the long run. If I look back on my life, anyway. But it is what it is now at this point, and so I'd rather be on antidepressants than feel like this all the time. Let me tell you, I do not feel well. But my naturopath also gave me some hormonal support to help balance things out. So if it's more that than the antidepressant, then hopefully that will help. And I can just do the antidepressant thing at the 3/4 dose for the next few weeks and then drop down. So basically just weaning off more slowly than I was, or had intended to. So we will see, but it's, not cool. Not cool at all. I've also been having a lot of, I'm going to kind of go into the negative stuff because there's a lot more of that in my head right now, but then I will hit some positive notes, I promise. Again, I apologize for being shaky. I'm also noticing some real issues with my body image. Probably starting right around the time I stopped the hydrochlorothiazide, because that week I gained 1.8 and the next week I gained 0.6. So I gained 2.4 pounds in 2 weeks. I've lost half that now, but so basically week 29. So 2 weeks ago, actually less than that, or more than that, almost closer to 3 weeks. I got off the hydrochlorothiazide, and almost immediately I started feeling bloated. I started feeling fat, like really fat, like not just like fatter than I even felt when I was really fat. Like my belly, by the way, there's my chest. Like my belly, I'm sitting here like, I don't know, my knees are curled up. Like you can't even see my belly. Like it's there, okay? There's my belly. But it literally feels like it's out here, which it's not, by the way. So, normally when someone takes a photo of me, I'm like, oh, that's cute. No, not really. Like, Kent took some great photos hiking in the Olympic National Forest, which I will get to in a minute. And I looked at the photos, and all I could see was, like, stomach, ass, and thighs. I was like, oh, my God, my body's not changing at all. Like, what's going on? Not true, obviously, you know? So, anyway, I don't know what that's about. I thought it was because maybe I wasn't eating great, but I've been really back on track, back on track this week. I was back on track last week before vacation, too. So I felt really good about eating and drinking and stuff like that. Usually the better I eat and the more I work out, the better I feel about myself, the better my attitude is about everything, and myself is included in that, right? So, but that's not really doing it for me right now. So it must be something else, like, going on, not about me, just in my brain or whatever. So, a couple things to talk about on vacation, though, is, so on vacation I told you I ate cake. I didn't have s'mores. We didn't even make s'mores or eat crazy. But I was reflecting on, like, nothing tastes as good as thin feels. And that's a Weight Watchers slogan that I've heard 14 million times. And I always I'd really like to get on board with that. And I've never actually, felt that. Does that make sense? I also have not weighed 213.8 pounds since I was 19 or 20 years old. So it's been 15, 16 years. Do you guys like my new nail polish? I got new nail polish today. Okay, side note. I'm sorry, it's late. It's not even that late. It's 7:40. I'm just now eating dinner. Here's my dinner. I'll show you. Do you see that bowl of chicken salad? I don't know if you can even see that. I don't even know why I'm showing you any of this shit. I have it in my teeth. Grapes in my teeth. Anyway. So, obviously I'm in a size large. I'm in a 14, 16. That feels really, really great compared to 24. You know what I'm saying? Now I have a sense of what thin to me. See, which is funny because all I see here is this. Oh my God, I'm going to stop looking at myself. So I have a sense of what that feels like being able to fit into things and having things actually fit too big, which sucks in its own way, but certainly not the same way that clothes fit too small. I'd way rather have clothes be too big. The clothes I'm wearing right now are enormous. My shirt, not so much, but my pants are whatever. I'm just running errands today anyway. So, I was reflecting on that phrase this weekend, though, and I was just that's true. Is it worth, nothing feels as good as that. It's true. Being thin does not equate happiness, does not take away any other successes I have in life. None of those things are true. But I feel so good. I feel so accomplished, and I feel so happy in my body, not necessarily right this minute, but like in general, the last few months as I've lost this weight, I feel really good. And that phrase, for some reason, came into my mind this weekend and really spoke to me in a way that it never has before, because I was always on. My battery is dying. I was always on the upside of the scale. I was never really that far on the downside. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. A couple other things. So NSVs are, when we were in Orcas Island this weekend, which is like an island kind of in between Vancouver, BC and Victoria, BC, but technically it's in Washington. Beautiful. Cold, I'll tell you, but beautiful. I bought a medium sweatshirt. I am not a medium. I'm certain that the sweatshirt ran large, because the large was enormous. But it fit, and I wore it. And I wore it over other clothes. And it fit. My boyfriend got his parents, he has a medium shirt, and his parents don't stop buying him large shirts. So they bought him this shirt, and he was like, it's too bad, it doesn't fit. And I was like, he's like, this would fit you. And he said, try it on. And I tried it on, he goes, that's too big on you. And it was a large, I mean, granted, it was a men's shirt, so it, you know, women's larges fit differently than men's large would. But I was like, yeah, right on, you know. And I wore that shirt this weekend too. When we were in Port Angeles in Washington, a few days after that, we went up to the Olympic National Forest, which, I'm not kidding, like, I wish I could spend a lifetime there. It is so, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. It was so green there that the green is almost neon green. Like, it's so green. And we were at the northern tip of that, and we did this hike called Hurricane Ridge. Well, we went to this, like, lookout called Hurricane Ridge, and there's, like, 4 different hikes you can take. Some that are, like, kind of flat, other ones that are super short, and other ones that go really high. And so we went, like, to the second to hardest one, because the first hardest one goes up, like, another 0.1 miles uphill to this viewpoint. But we could see everything anyway, so we just opted out of that. So it was probably, like, a 3/4 mile, 1 mile hike-ish, not too super long. And we stopped a lot, too, because we were looking at deer and marmots, like, all sorts of wildlife. Incredible, incredible things. But I didn't even break a sweat. Like, I didn't have to put my hair up. I took my sweatshirt off. I was wearing it at first because it was cold up there. So I just had my t-shirt on. But other than that, like, I didn't go out of breath, really. I mean, I was like, that was a huge NSV for me, is to make a hike, actually go up hills. Not like this hills, but, you know, they weren't like, oh, that's a hill right there. They were like, you know, they weren't like crazy, but they were moderate hills. And I felt really, really proud of myself for that. So I will give myself credit for that. That is a huge accomplishment. I have a little tweak in my left knee, and I bought a knee brace. It's, of course, a queen size, because my knees and calves and thighs are enormous, and probably always will be. But it still is a little snug. But I think next time I go and try a hike, I need to wear it to see if that helps keep things in line a little bit more. It just gets a little twingy, which is never pleasant. I don't want to hurt it more than that. So anyway, that's really all I have to report. Things here are just a little, I'm just not feeling very positive or particularly happy. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm unhappy. I'm just, I feel a lot of anxiety right now. So, I'm just going to write it out, see how things go, and keep doing my thing. I will say this: I did start a kettlebell class this week. I took once this week. I was supposed to take one tomorrow morning, but honestly, like, I still can't walk right. Like, I'm not sore in the places I thought I was going to be sore, but in that hip crease, I'm super, super sore. Like, I actually busted out laughing in the class because I literally could not do another push-up. Like, I could go, like, this far. Like, this was my range of movement, was just, like my whole chest and shoulders were just, like, couldn't do it. I started laughing so hard because I was like, this is hilarious. Like, this is muscle exhaustion at its best, right? Um, but I mean, I did what I could, and I fucking rocked that class. I'm not gonna lie, because I've done this kind of stuff before, and I'm relatively fit, and for a newbie, I did well. So I am excited to go again, but I figured I didn't want to hurt myself by going when I was still this sore. So I'm going to go again on Monday and Thursday, and Monday and Thursday, Monday and Thursday, and then Monday. So 3.5 weeks more. And then I'll see, I had a Groupon, so then I'll see if I want to buy a pass. But I really enjoyed it, and it would be a great class to take like one night a week in conjunction with my other training, some cardio, things like that. I still can't do Zumba. I did aggravate my neck a little bit with it, so that sucks, but shit happens. Got to keep on keeping on. So, anyway, that's it for me this week. Sorry I just spent 16 minutes basically bitching and moaning and complaining and feeling sorry for myself. I think it could be worse, honestly, but it could be better too. So, thanks for listening. I know that things are shaky, so I apologize, but I hope you guys have a great weekend. Keep it fly out there, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye!